Shiba Inu statistics are very positive, so why isn't the price of Shiba Inus going up? Also, it's Freaky Friday, which means there will likely be a lot of change. What does that mean to you? Hi there, pretty people. Hi, people who make money. I'd like to talk to you about Shiba Inus, Bitcoin, and the crypto market. Please give me a lovely smile so that I can spread good thoughts. It's Friday, so hit that like button hard because likes are free. Now let's do the Shiba shake. Shiba Inu is now worth 0.401767, which is 2% less than it was earlier in the day. That's pretty much what's been going on with the rest of the crypto market here. The crypto market as a whole is down 0.8% on the day, with Bitcoin down about 1%. You got Sol, which was hot last night, is now 3% less valuable. In general, let's check this website to see if it's now working. It wasn't working before. Also, I'm recording this a little earlier today because I'm taking my kids to the movies. Right now, the prices may be a little different. We may have seen a small amount of a pump or a dump the last time you watched this movie. Right now, we're going to talk about volatility problems. For now, let's just enjoy what today brings. What's going on this weekend? It's almost election time in the US, but nothing is certain yet. Okay, here two different things could happen. People, we can keep putting money together until the elections, with a lot of it sitting on the sidelines because no one knows what might happen. Or we could do something like buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know which candidate the markets will put a lot of money into because they think that person will win. It depends on what the money thinks. After that, there's a build up to the polls. It could also keep going up until the elections, which would be the third possibility. I don't see a way that we could drop a lot now. I could be wrong about that, right? That's the fourth case. You know what? Anything could happen. Then I might be in the title. Did I get it right? Guys, you love that, right? But anyway, it will be very interesting to see what might happen in the crypto market over the next few weeks. It's going to be really cool. I am looking forward to that. There are a lot of people who say that getting into the crypto market right now is a great idea. Listen, I don't know, Bitcoin makes a lot of sense. When things like that happen, you need to be careful. There is no way to know for sure what will happen. We don't know what will happen for sure. We know what took place in the past. Like when we guess what might happen in the future, just because we know something about it doesn't mean it will happen. There are about $5 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options that are expiring today. The prices are likely to be very volatile. That's why I call it Freaky Friday, because there are a lot of possible ups and downs, and we never know for sure what will happen. You may remember that I said Shiba Inus don't stay in this 1800 range for long. It did go back to the 1700s as we saw. Shiba Inu are very good at the 1700 range. 1800 was a number that it hadn't had in a long time. That's what we saw. If you look at this Shiba Inu 4-hour chart, you might want to sell off a bit. The stochastic RSI is high, and we went from selling to buying to being neutral. It's not centered. A lot is at stake right now, and it will be interesting to see what happens this weekend. You know, after a Good Friday, we sometimes have a sale on Saturday and Sunday. We'll see what happens. In the crypto market, things can change really quickly. As I already said, we might be talking about what could happen today. We're not really guessing though, because it's Friday, which is why I call it Freaky Friday, because it goes crazy sometimes. This video was made by Alan Greenspan, who used to be head of the Federal Reserve. I thought it was interesting. And sometimes I like to share clips from people who are, you could say, smart or good with money. He may not be the biggest fan of crypto, but I think it's important to get news from everyone. You'll hear what he has to say, even though he's not against crypto. That is very interesting to think about. Bitcoins will always be worth something, so it can only be one thing. The number is either 0 or 1. A lot of people will always see it as a plus, because that's how people measure value. For those who are interested in Bitcoin and get in early, you build a huge market. This isn't a coincidence, though most of these cryptocurrencies that give you some power over them and where the math is right are doing pretty well. You can tell this isn't a new movie because Bitcoin is worth $12,745 in this one. Is Alan still with us? In fact, we can quickly check that. I thought he had died, but it turns out he's still alive. He's 98 years old, so it's understandable that he would find it hard to understand crypto and Bitcoin since they're still pretty new. Charlie Munger, who works with Warren Buffett, is a partner in the company. Up until the day he died, he was always very against crypto. Younger people like BlackRock CEO Larry Fink have been able to change their minds about crypto and Bitcoin, which he used to be very against. Alan is even talking about how something has value if it can be made valuable. Bitcoin always has that logical edge, or one up as I like to call it. We've talked about this before. That means there will still be a shortage and a supply shock every 4 years because it has been cut in half. On paper, the price should keep going up forever and ever. But that doesn't mean it will go up right away, does it? It will either go down or up. That's more about what's going on with traders, day traders, and swing traders. That changes what's going on there even more. In theory, though, right, this is all just theory. The price should keep going up because that's how the system works and the math works, right? Only with Bitcoin does that happen, not with any other cryptocurrency. People will compare Bitcoin to the other cryptocurrencies because it is the big daddy of cryptocurrencies and has a lot of power. And now we'll talk about Shiba Inus again. A lot of indicators or data about them have been going up a lot. Shib burn went through the roof by 65,000%. We've already talked about this. We think this is happening because the amount of Shiba Inu being burned is very low some days and then very high the next. This causes the burn rate to jump a lot. And we're also seeing that the number of transactions on Shibarium has started going up all of a sudden. You can watch this here. The rise of Shibarium is exciting, and the core team is enjoying their hard work as we move into the early days of big changes to the project. There were 4.77 million deals. This is from this morning, October 25th. As you can see, 4.77 million deals were made. If you remember, not many people bought or sold things from the Shibarium. At one point, Shibarium was processing about 7 million transactions every day, and we saved up that much Shiba Inu to be burned. There was a whole story about it, like they would do it, they wouldn't do it, and then they did it. The burn is now supposed to happen automatically. It will be interesting to see how much Shiba Inu can really be burned if the numbers keep going up. This could be because of a certain job again, like the last time. I'm going to look into this some more. I don't understand why the trades are happening all of a sudden or why the accounts are getting bigger. So let's see what might happen with Shibarium. If Shibarium starts to cook, and I've said this many times, if the numbers get a lot better, I will change my mind about the possible top value of Shiba Inu. But for now, it's going to be hard to tell what might happen. But if the data changes and things look good, we might change our guesses, but not yet. It's nice to have 4.77 million. You're going in the right way, but I want to see you keep going. I'd like to see Shibarium grow even more than the 7 million that we saw back then. After that, we can start to change our guesses a bit. I've already said this. If the data changes, I will change.